Hello guys, this is fairbinaryoptions.com. So let's write here fairbinaryoptions.com. We are looking at the Australian dollar, fairbinaryoptions.com. We are looking at the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar with bearish eyes. That implies we would like to buy put options. And of course the expiration date would be end of week expiration date. Why? Of course, because we're going to have the minutes of the last meeting in Australia, the RBA meeting or the previous meeting, and those minutes have the potential to be a bit bearish on the Australian dollar, US dollar. So we want to avoid a potential volatility to the upside, and this rising wedge comes in the form of a terminal impulsive move. This is the rising wedge that I am interested to trade. It may not be completed. It may not be completed yet, but I would say, judging by the previous moves that we have, that it is completed, with this being the 2 to 4 trend line. Now, like any wedge, it should go with 5 waves structure. It should be labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be the first wave to the upside. Then this one should be the second wave, but careful about the second wave here. It is being formed out of a complex corrective wave. It is being formed with wave A to the downside, then the B wave A, B, C as an irregular flat, and then a nice 5-wave structure to the downside. So this would be a 3, 3, 5, a flat. This would be a flat with a C failure, because the potential C wave here fails to take the lows in the previous wave there. And then we will have the third wave to the upside, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth wave here to the downside, 4, and of course the fifth wave goes all the way to the upside there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is being called the rising wedge, and we're interested now into buying put options. Now this wedge might not be completed, so we are not buying put options just like that. We want to see this trend line here to the downside to be broken. This 98.30 we want to see it broken, because it might be that the fourth wave will actually be done only here. Okay, so to have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then to have the 5-wave structure now, the fifth wave to the upside. We don't know that. We want to see this area being broken, this area to the downside being broken, and therefore that would be the moment to buy put options. So let's write here that we want to buy put options, or buy put options with end of week expiration date by the moment this is going to be broken, as most likely that would be only the beginning of a strong move to come to test 0.94 area again, because this seems to be the end of a flat of a bigger degree. There is a strong tendency in any rising wedge or a falling wedge, it doesn't matter, in this case a rising wedge, there is a strong tendency for price to retrace more than 50%, so more than 50% from the whole length of the wedge in less than the time taken for it to form. So a break here would bring into discussion this level here, 97.04, and as you can see, we're talking of something like a move more than 200 pips from current level. So this is not something that we want to ignore. Therefore, let's write on the screen there that we are buying put options when 98.30. So buying put options when 0.9830 is broken with end of week expiration date. We want to avoid the fact that this wedge is actually not completed, and therefore we want to mitigate the risk. Look at the markets. Hopefully we'll have this level to come by the time the minutes in Australia are going to be released, and at that moment of time we're going to go and buy the put options. Until then, we just watch the market, and this is our analysis. Thank you very much for being here. If this level comes today on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, it doesn't matter, the expiration day is the same. Thank you for being here. This is fairbinaryoptions.com, and all these analyses are possible due to the help of our sponsor, Lionite.